Start at the 25.
Go. 180!
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me was balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Go. 280! 57.
Now Wentz on third down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Got it. Check Mike 57. Topper. Ready?
On first down, Herbert. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 26.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Exit. 54. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Lord, Tokyo. You ain't doing nothing today.
Working from the gun. Wentz completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. On first down, Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Herbert's pass, complete to Noah Fant. He steps out of bounds right at.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
132 fighter.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Wentz taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the thing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Wentz. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's not going to get me.
On second down, Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's getting the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee able to get him for a loss of about 3. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On the set.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Packers! Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. To throw is Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the carry, it's Love. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Taking a shot for... This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard
line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Love. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee, his second sack of the night. He's going to let it fly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
10-2 stop. Pick it up, D. Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.